6.37 miles today, 7 minutes 52 seconds per mile. The run actually started out feeling really sluggish. I wasn't sure what I was going to do today. I was just going to try to listen to my body and see what it wanted to do. And then as I was nearing the lakefront path, I almost got hit by a car making a right turn on red and not looking in the direction it was turning. And after that experience, for some reason, I had a little bit of extra adrenaline running through my system, and the pace picked up just a little bit. But today, what I wanted to talk about is I have come down with a schedule for meetups for those of you coming to Chicago or who are going to be in Chicago and want to meet up over the weekend. It seems weird. I need to preface this by saying it seems weird to kind of have a meetup schedule. It's still a very new idea to me that people will want to meet up with me, and I don't know what we'll do when we meet up, but that people want to. And so I'm in person a little bit of an awkward person. And so I'm going to set that right out there and hopefully temper some expectations. But here's a couple of things depending on people's schedules. Some of you have commented in comments or reached out to me on Instagram or Twitter that you guys wanted to meet up. So based on when you guys are coming in and some of your different schedules, here are some things that I've put together. So there's going to be three potential times to meet up. The first one will be Friday, October 5th. After work, I'm going to be heading down to the Expo. I'm not going to really do like an actual meetup there, but you might run into me there just in case you want to see that. I'm going to be running around the Expo a little bit longer than I might normally be at an Expo. Normally, I don't like to be at Expos very much at all. But I'm going to go through, check out some of the different booths and things like that. So if you want to join me, I'll let you know when I'm going to be doing that. I'll be tweeting out when I'm heading over. It'll probably be in the early afternoon. So like maybe like I teach classes in the morning on Friday, and then I'll probably go to the office, drop some stuff off, and then head down. And so maybe like 2 o'clock ish, something like that. I'll keep you updated on Twitter as to where I'm going. I'll just be tweeting that I'm heading out, but it's going to be sometime in that area. I do want to get to the Expo relatively early and then just get out of there. The energy there is exuberant. It's really great, but it's also draining to me somehow, and so I'm not sure that I want to stay there too long. But Friday night, October 5th, there is the last Nike unsanctioned race, so Nike race number 4. That's going to be happening. It was a little bit different this time. This time they normally like announce it on Instagram and then you can sign up for it right away. But this event is a 4x8. So people could sign up as teams, and I think so that way people had time to get their teams together. They announced it, and then the sign up wasn't until the next day, and then I was at work and I didn't have time to sign up, and so I couldn't get to it right away. And by the time I got to it in the evening, like sign up started at noon, I got to it at like 6 or 7, and by then it was already sold out. So I won't be racing, and it also solves a little bit of a dilemma that I had. I don't know that it would be a good idea to race, even if for fun, an 800-meter race like a day and a half before a marathon. So that solves it for me. So I'm just going to be going to spectate. Spectators are welcome. You don't have to sign up or pay to go. It's downtown, so if you guys are staying at a hotel downtown, it's probably very close to you. So I'm going to be going to that. I'll probably going, so kind of my schedule for the day will be work in the morning, go to the Expo for a little bit. I may or may not go home in the interim, depending on the timing, but then I'll be coming back and I'm going to go to that event. It starts at 7:30, so I'll probably be there around then and hang around for maybe like an hour or two and just watch the event. You'll probably run into a lot of other Chicago Instagrammers and a lot of runners, not Instagrammers, Chicago runners who are on Instagram, a lot of the people that I see. So if you were wanting to do that, so it's not just me, that's going to be the draw. It'll be a fun event. You can go check it out. Check out one of the events like the ones that I've been attending in the lead up to the marathon. So that's the second opportunity that I'll make available. So if you guys want to meet up, take some pictures, ask me some questions or whatever, or just hang out, we can definitely do that. The third thing will be Saturday morning. I was really on the fence about whether to do a running event the day before the marathon. I kind of wanted to take the whole day off, but I'm thinking I might do. I'll do this. It's going to be about a 5K run. It'll be like a recovery run pace / jog. We'll go whatever pace people are at and want to go that day. And I'm thinking I didn't want to make something too long because the marathon's the next day, but I also wanted to make sure we hit some good spots. And so what I've come up with is a run from the Chess Pavilion along the lakeshore, the lakefront trail, and then we'll end down at the Bean. And so that should give you a couple of good things. One, it'll show you like the routes that like the route I ran today. A lot of that is what we'll cover, and then we'll also run down on the Riverwalk, which is part of my run commute. And that also is a really great way to get around and get around the marathoners. So if you have spectators, we'll go on that, so that way you can then tell any of your family and friends that are spectating what I think is the best way to get around and maneuver around in the loop area downtown, at least on the morning of the marathon. And then we'll go up to the Bean or Cloud Gate, which is probably my favorite place to take pictures in Chicago. Very touristy. You probably will have already seen it by then, but at least that'll be like a nice end spot. Hopefully we can get like a group photo, assuming there's a group. I don't know if there'll be a group, but if there's a group photo, we can get there. I think that'll be pretty awesome too. And then we can all run together and kind of chat that way. So those are the 3 ways that I'm thinking that we can all meet up. You can come to one or none, or we'll see. Based on the feedback, there could be at most like 12 of us. If we all do any of those one things together. So I'm thinking any of these things we do will be pretty intimate, and it's about kind of what I expected in terms of putting out a meetup invitation. Anyone can come visit. You don't have to be running the Chicago Marathon. Bring a friend, bring anyone you want. All these things are open to the public that I've invited you to. And the run in the morning on Saturday, I'm going to try to plan it so we'll start probably 20 minutes, meet like 20 or 30 minutes before the sun rises. That's when the light's the best. And then we'll run, and then by the time we get off the lakefront trail, the sun should be up, so we should be able to get some nice sunrise shots, or like horizon shots if you're interested in that. And then over by the Bean, there's a lot of stuff in the way of the sunrise, and so the sunrise doesn't come up until a little bit after the sun crests the horizon on the lake. So I think the timing should all work out pretty nicely. So that's kind of what I've laid out, and I hope to meet as many of you as I can. It'll be great to meet so many of you who have been talking about being excited for coming to Chicago, and who have been watching the videos and have been commenting and been helping me stay motivated to keep not only running, but to keep running and making videos. And so it's just a little way that I can say thank you to you guys. So I look forward to that immensely. That's all I have for today. Thanks so much for watching today's video, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.
Yo, what's going on?